Gunfire echoes across the deck as Luffy spins and dodges, narrowly avoiding a hail of cannonballs fired from the warships surrounding them. The crew scrambles to keep balance, gripping ropes and barrels as the Sunny rocks violently in the turbulent sea. Nami shouts instructions to steer the ship through the narrow gap between the enemy vessels, her eyes scanning for the safest route. The tension is immediate and suffocating as Luffy realizes they are completely surrounded, with no clear way to escape without a clever plan. This peril began when Commodore Nelson, anticipating their approach, lured the Straw Hats into this trap. The Marines coordinated their positions, forming a tight semicircle around the ship and leaving no obvious path open. The island near the edge of the Grand Line made maneuvering difficult, forcing the crew to react quickly or risk being caught. Luffy grips the railing, his mind racing to assess Nelson's intentions and the timing of the next attack. Zoro takes a defensive stance, swords drawn, ready to cut through any boarding Marines that get too close. Sanji positions himself near the cannons, ready to leap and kick away threats while keeping the ship stable. Usopp mans a small side cannon, carefully aiming at approaching ships while avoiding friendly fire. Every crew member understands the stakes. One mistake could mean capture or serious injury. The Marines begin tightening the circle, some preparing to board, while others fire relentless cannon volleys. Luffy notices the pattern in their movements and decides to use the ship's limited mobility to his advantage, timing their evasive maneuvers to coincide with the moments when Nelson's ships adjust their formation. The Sunny sways and dips with precision, narrowly avoiding collisions, while Nami directs currents of wind and waves to give them just enough control to remain free. As the crew maneuvers, Luffy scans the Marines, identifying Nelson himself issuing commands from the flagship. He seems confident, relying on the weight of numbers rather than underestimating the Straw Hats' abilities. Luffy's frustration grows as he realizes that Nelson has prepared traps for any sudden move. Each cannon fired, each ship's adjustment, is part of a coordinated effort to leave them with nowhere to flee. Suddenly, an opening appears as one of the enemy ships overshoots slightly while attempting to block the Sunny's path. Luffy seizes the moment, moving quickly across the deck and signaling Zoro and Sanji to prepare for a counter. Zoro slashes a rope holding a crane, causing a small rig to swing and knock away part of the blockade, while Sanji leaps to destabilize a nearby ship with a precise kick. Usopp fires a well-aimed shot that destroys a cannon, buying them precious seconds. Despite their efforts, the crew remains under heavy pressure. Cannon fire continues to rain down, and more Marines are preparing to board. Luffy's determination and quick thinking have allowed them to avoid immediate capture, but the situation is far from safe. The warships are still closing in, and Nelson's strategic advantage in numbers and positioning keeps the crew on edge. Ubbies watches anxiously from below deck, worried about the dragon and the potential chaos above. By the end of the episode, the Straw Hats have avoided immediate capture through quick thinking and teamwork, but they are still completely surrounded and vulnerable. Nelson's strategy has them cornered, and the threat of boarding or being overwhelmed remains. The crew must stay alert and work together to find a real escape, while the island's geography continues to limit their options and the Marines maintain relentless pressure. If you are enjoying these recaps, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it so we can continue following the adventure together.